Looking through the silhouette store for some inspiration, I came across this cute little Sunlounger. So I've cut this out in pink cardstock, and then I've got the wheels there in black and grey. I will link the SVG file down below for you so it's easy for you to find. When I saw this little Sunlounger, I thought it would make a perfect mini album. So first off, we need to put together the actual structure, which I'm doing now. I'm just using some Nuvo glue for that and layering up the little wheels, putting those together. And then it's just a case of assembling the Sunlounger. I guessed this, so I'm hoping I did it correctly, but this is just the way it made sense for me to put it together. I did look for instructions, but I don't think I could find any. So if anyone knows how to find instructions for the silhouette store files, do let me know, because I'm often confused about how to put things together. But we got there in the end. So this is the main body of the Sunlounger, or it's not a deck chair, is it? It would just be a Sunlounger. I wonder if that's different in different countries. Let me know what you would call these, I guess sun beds. The kind of thing you would lounge around the pool on. That's what we're looking for. So I'm just folding this, putting together the little legs of the chair. You see me sort of slowly working out how to do that, because like I said, I couldn't find any instructions, so this was guesswork. But actually it was pretty simple. So just making a box for the chair leg, and then including that little extra piece, which I show you momentarily. I'm just checking that this part fits before I build the rest. So folding the edges of this up, and that's where the little cushion part will sit. There we go, checking that fits. And then this is where I worked out that you needed to close that box for the chair leg around that extra little tab. So to do that, I have added some tape onto the tab and stuck that down, as you can see, sort of onto one of the sides of the box that I'm making, and then glued those together. I used tape for the first two, and then I decided that hot glue was much better. So either way works, but the hot glue was just quicker. I had it on anyway to put the rest of the structure together. And I'm hoping I'm doing a better job of showing you than I am of explaining. Sometimes it's hard to put it into words, much easier to show you. You can see me just closing those up. And that's pretty much it. That's the only bit you need to glue. The rest of it is just folding, and the paper stays where it should, which is handy. And I've used a pale pink for this from the Craftsmith paper pad. I bought those from 𝓷𝓸𝓬𝓪, and I've got a couple of sort of all different shades of pink. I've got the brights and the pastels as well. I really love these. The only thing is that they are a white core cardstock, so sometimes the white peeks through, like if you're doing rolled flowers or something like that, which is slightly annoying, but for the price, you can't beat it. Adding on my little wheels. Just using hot glue for those as well. There we go. And I just need to add the seat part on, making sure that's the right way round. Spinning it around quickly. There we go. And then the mini album part came to me as I was putting on this little cushion. I thought, wouldn't that make a cute mini album to flip through? So I cut a bunch of these papers. These are the Keeping Cool by Rosie Studio collection. And I cut them all to the same size as the first piece. So the first one I cut out as part of the cut file, and then I just used my cut and scoreboard to add all different papers of the same size and the score line in the same place as well. And then I put all of these together to form a little booklet. So you can flip through the top and the bottom half of this. I'll show you that shortly, how I add them all together. So checking they all fit on there. I can't decide whether to have the darker floral or the lighter floral on the top. You see me mess about with that. I'm not sure which one to do. So I decide to decorate both and see which comes together easier. I grab both of those, grab all of my supplies, so I have got pretty much all of the Keeping Cool collection, and I'm just grabbing whatever bits I think might work and layering them up and seeing what I can come up with. If you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'd love to see you back for more crafty adventures. I'm just pulling all sorts of bits from the die cut pack at the moment, and I know that I want some tucked in the different layers at the top there. So you'll see me tucking all sorts of bits in there to see what colours work and what I like. I have no sort of specific way that I'm doing this. I'm literally just grabbing things I like and seeing what goes where. We do end up using the darker floral. So I've got this Enjoy piece and this little beach hut which I've cut in half. Used half at the top and half at the bottom there because it isn't tall enough to layer behind the word, but this way you can't tell. So that's a handy trick. This little Be Happy, I'm thinking of adding that up the top there with some foam tape. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I do add that up there. It might move later on, but I think I do keep the Be Happy on there somewhere. I have disappeared and stitched a few pieces. So I have stitched the edge, the trim on the beach house, and I have stitched around the tag. I think I might have stitched on the Carefree and Cool. I'm just layering those up with some foam tape. I didn't add any stitching on the Enjoy, which is surprising. Usually I would stitch the front piece, but maybe because I did the Carefree and Cool, I thought I didn't want to stitch every piece. Working out where I want that to go. Sticking it down that beach hut. Very tall beach hut at this point. I've elongated that quite a lot. And layering some tags behind there. Checking I've got everything where I want it before I stick it down. Which actually can slow me down sometimes. I really wish I was like a stick and plonk kind of crafter. Just add the glue and go for it, but I very much am not. I like to plan things out and then go back and stick them down. Adding some more foam tape behind that little phrase. And then sticking these tags onto the back there. Using some more foam tape. Apparently I want this to be even chunkier this time. So I actually made this a while back as part of a summer project thing. So I am rewatching it as I'm editing and remembering what I did. I still have it in my craft room though. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one. I don't know whether to fill it with pictures of summer or gift it to somebody. It does match my Poochie's Memi Mondays #1, I want to say. I think it was #1. The envelope type memory decks using the same collection that matches beautifully with this. So maybe I'll turn the two of those into some kind of happy mail and send it out to somebody. Using one of these stickers as another layering piece. I've cut that tag in half because I only wanted the bottom piece. I don't like to waste things, so I love to layer, but I don't like to waste the part that's behind everything. So if I can, I will cut tags or stickers or whatever in half so you can just, you can only see the part that you're actually using. And the rest looks like it would be behind there, but it's not because I've stolen it and kept it for another project. This little cupcake rosette was sent to me in some happy mail ages ago, and the colours were just perfect for this. So I've put that on the back there, and I'm trying to work out where to put this so that the pillow part or the cushion part would still bend upwards. Obviously you want the top of the Sunlounger to bend forward. So I'm working out whereabouts I can put this so that that will still happen. I have stitched around the edges, so I have chosen my front piece and it will be this one. That's just the one that came together quickest, so that's what it's going to be. And I grab all of my other pages, pop them behind it, and then I just attach those with my tiny attacher, and that's what creates our little booklet. I do show you that. I think I messed with this a little while first, like I said, working out the placement. There I go, lining them all up and then just adding a couple of staples to hold those together so you can flick through both sides. The top ends up being full of embellishments and things, so I think maybe I would fill the bottom half with photos and leave the top just as decoration, but you could do either. And actually it would be a great way to add all of your summer memories in one place, especially if you had a beachy holiday or something this year. A holiday where you got to sit on a Sunlounger for a while. Stuck that Be Happy back down, working out what I want to add in between these top pages to make it look all layered and pretty. I like this tag, but I don't think it makes it in the end. More of these stickers, see what I can find on there. I have stuck them onto some scrap paper, so these are some tag stickers. Stuck them onto some scrap paper and I'm just cutting those out so that they're not sticky on the back when they're poking out of the top there. Same with those flowers, I just stuck them on some card and fussy cut them out. I like how those tags look poking out the top there, so I've just stuck those onto one of the pages. I want to be able to flick through all the pages, so I don't want anything that's gonna stick them closed or hold them together, so trying to add things on each page for that layered look. Had a quick look through the chipboard, but I didn't really like anything in there for this. And then where do we go next? I know I add florals at some point, but I don't know when. This cute little strawberry, I tried to use that. I love the strawberries in this collection. I went for this little yellow flower instead. Sticking with the florals for this one. He does make it, I'm just not sure where. I think on that left bottom hand side. Left hand side at the bottom. I've gone looking for foam tape, there we go. Sticking that down on there. Are you still crafting summertime? I'd like to know. I know a lot of people have moved on to spooky season, so let me know what you're making in the comments. I'd love to know what season you're crafting for. These are the little flowers I was talking about, so these are from SVG Art. The lovely Cheryl makes these, and I decided to use a paper clip up the top here so that the flower could be taken on and off, and again the pages will still be able to flick through them. So I'm just adding that onto my paper clip, using my little rubber finger protector to stop me getting burns from the hot glue, which I've done far too often this year, and then adding some more on the front there. So that top one looks like it's part of the cluster, but actually it's on a different page, so you'll need to pull that paper clip out and you can look through. Using a mix of colours, so I've pulled out all of the pinky ones and blues as well. I actually add that third flower onto the ticket, so it keeps those pages held open a little bit. I think it adds to the chunkiness, which I really like. And then we know I have to, balance that out. Need to balance that out somehow, so I decided to add a little dangle charm from the tag that I've got there, which has a perfect hole for a little chain, a little charm. So I pulled out some bits that I think match, some different wire wrapped beads and a little flower charm. I'm just going to make a dangle with those. So because I don't want to use chain and jump rings, I just put my charm onto a jump ring and then attach the next jump ring to the previous one. So I basically create my own chain. I don't know how to explain that better. Yeah, I'm basically just creating a chain of jump rings, and each time I add a jump ring I add a charm as well. Let me know if that doesn't make any sense and you want me to run over that in a different video, how I make my little dangle charms. Then I'm adding that onto a tiny lobster claw clasp so that whoever gets this can take this charm off if they want to. use it for something else. I like to give the option, so I usually add my charms onto some kind of lobster claw clasp so that you can take them on and off if you want to. So I'm adding that onto this little tag. I think I decide that that eyelet isn't quite big enough, not eyelet, sorry, jump ring, isn't quite big enough, and go for a bigger one. Just manipulating that with my pliers so it will fit. And then I go ahead and clip my little charm on there. There we go. And that is our little Sunlounger mini album complete, ready to hold all of your photos or journaling or whatever you want to store in the little pages. I hope you have enjoyed crafting with me today. This video is a slower, chattier type process that I've had requested, so these are some of my highest requested videos, so I hope you have enjoyed crafting with me today, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!